Welcome, all you business geeks, to the Business Geeks podcast, where we geek business. I'm your host, Super Joe Pardo, and I'm joined by my two wonderful co-hosts who push me every week to continue to be more super. This week, we are discussing how to get more online reviews for your business, why you need it, how to get them, where to get them, even. We have a new segment called America versus Australia, where this week we will be, me and Jen will be trying to guess three terms that you need to know if you want to deal with Aussies in business. And as well as a couple of grind my gears, including one that involves Comcast. Everyone loves to dump on Comcast, but I definitely have something to talk about. And it was a websites versus clients startup version. So looking forward to hear that. Jennifer Crawford, the co-founder of Sparent.co. Jennifer, how are you feeling tonight?
Thanks for asking, Joe. I love that you care.
Of course.
I'm fine. It's Memorial Day.
You grew. Did you have a growth spurt in the last week?
It has come to my attention that I was low in the frame. I don't, these things don't come naturally to me, being on video or anything of the sort. So I have raised my IKEA chair a few. It's as high as it'll go, folks. Okay, so unless I grow my upper body, this is where we're at. So that's the deal. It's Memorial Day, so I would just like to take a moment to thank the brave men and women who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our country. Nothing we do here could ever compare to that. And, it's a day of honor, but honestly, they're respected and appreciated every day of the year, as far as I'm concerned. So now we can proceed with a little less guilt for broadcasting on this day of remembrance.
Yes, but hey, it's a weird day, because I don't know if you're familiar, Sam, with Memorial Day. Do you guys?
We have a different day called Anzac Day, but it is a similar thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So people used to say, just a few years ago, it was okay to say Happy Memorial Day, and now it's not okay. It probably wasn't okay then either, but people did it. In fact, I got an email from one of the businesses I deal with saying, Happy Memorial Day, we're running a sale.
I've seen multiple Happy Memorial Days out there, yeah.
It kind of sounds a bit weird, doesn't it?
It is weird. It is weird. Well, it's a lot like, I feel like how Christians probably feel about Christmas, for the agnostics and non-Christians out there who still celebrate Christmas because it's more Americana, like it's tradition, Santa Claus. It has little to do with, Christ, but it has a lot to do with American tradition. So I feel like it's a little analogous, right? Like I think for a lot of people who might not have family who serve, it becomes a 3-day weekend, and it's all about barbecuing outside because the time of the year people are finally able to get outside. And so it becomes more about that and less about the real reason that we're celebrating this day. As I've gotten older, I've gotten much more cognizant of the somberness of the holiday. And so, yeah, you're right, though. Like, Happy Memorial Day, just, I don't know. It doesn't feel right to me now.
But at the same time, we can be happy because of the sacrifices that were made to allow us to be free to do, there's the other side of it, right?
There's layers. So
and it means something different to each person. So people who have lost family members or close friends are not going to be like, hey, let's light some fireworks off and enjoy it. Which I don't know why, I don't understand the fireworks on Memorial Day thing. I get it's like the start of summer, but summer doesn't really start until what, the end of June or something, the end of or beginning of July. I don't even know. But yeah, I don't totally get it either. But either way, I hope that everybody, I don't want to say celebrate because that's not really the right word, but honored the day the way that they feel is on help me with the word here, appropriate for them.
There we go. Yeah. See, we didn't need to help you. You did it all on your own.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I gotta give myself a day for that. All right, I'm very tired, by the way. I've been up since 4:30.
You say that every show, Joe. What are we doing?
You do. Yeah.
It's every day, every Monday, I happen to be up super early. And doing a lot of things these days. So anyway, we're also joined by Samantha Riley of SamanthaRiley.global. How are you feeling this morning?
I am feeling good, Joe and Jen. Great to be back here on another Tuesday, in the future.
Yes.
It's good, but we're not going into summer, and it's very grey and it's raining outside. And, it's this time of the year that I'm normally preparing to head to the Northern Hemisphere to chase the summer around the world. But no, this year I have to pull up my big girl panties and stay cold and wet. Everyone's just like, oh, Sam, we're so sorry for you.
Yes.
No, I'm fantastic. And how about you, Jay? How are you feeling today? Besides tired.
Besides tired, I'm feeling accomplished. The room in here is coming together nicely. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Hopefully it'll get painted in the next couple of weeks, but it's very functional and the kids are loving it. They love the dance party lights that I installed, and yeah,
that's so cool.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. It's a good time out here. So. So anyway, this week we're talking about how to get more online reviews for your business, and why it's important, and how to do it, and where to get them, and what you can do to coerce your customers to go and do it. So Jen, you wanna kick us off here?
Oh, this always falls to me, and I am never prepared.
Well, you know what? I was actually going to say, can I start this week? Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah,
because thank goodness.
I'll ask before we start now. I'll ask before we go live.
Give me a warning.
I was actually thinking as I was getting ready, we always just leave it to Jen. And I thought that was probably, this is the week that she's going to be completely taking the show just about, because I was very selfish and said to her last week, I know nothing about online reviews. I know you are the absolute genius at that.
I don't know how I got this moniker, by the way.
Right, because every time I ask you a question, you know the answer. So that means you're a genius.
Okay.
So I have asked Jen to do this. Yes, bell for Jen. And I just wanted to say that thank you, Jen, for saying that you would go through this topic, because I know for the next hour, pretty much, this is going to fall on your shoulders. I know nothing about online reviews apart from the fact that as a customer, I use them online. That is it.
Well, that's half of it. I mean, that's at least half of it. Just because you can see how your behavior with online reviews affects your purchasing decisions and extrapolate that into why it's important to businesses. So you probably know, I know you know a lot more than you're giving yourself credit for. As usual.
Oh, Jen.
Well, I think we definitely all know it. Just because there's the technical end of like what's important for what kind of business doesn't necessarily mean that the how to get them and things like that, how to coerce people into doing those types of ancillary things auxiliary, one of those words, for you and your company, and why that's important.
Totally. So, yeah. When I was in San Diego last year, at the hotel that I stayed at, when I checked in, she said, now, if you like your stay, she gave me a little card and said, this is my name and leave me a review. And I thought, well, that's great for a hotel. That's super easy. You're at the desk. You know who the person is. You've been told exactly this is the URL to go to. This is what you say. But what about for the rest of us that don't have people coming to a counter where we're dealing with them like that? And it just kind of made me think, there's got to be another way.
There has to be. And I'm questioning even the timing of the request for that review, because at that point, you've had very little experience. You haven't had your hotel experience, right? You're just checking in, which I could argue is probably the most annoying part of any hotel experience, is checking in, particularly if there's a line and weekend, you're in Vegas on a Friday. It's, pre-pandemic. It's no fun. So I think the timing of, we're going to get to this, but the timing of when you ask your customers for review is in their journey with you is super important. So I would nix that, like asking it right out of the gate. One, it's too early. You don't have an opinion yet. By the time you do have an opinion, you would have lost that card and not be thinking about it. I would recommend they approach you for that review towards the end of your stay or after you get home, something along those lines. Do something really nice in the customer service from a customer service angle as you're departing the hotel. I know the trend is like, express checkout, right? So very little contact with the hotel on your way out the door. But I think that's also a missed opportunity to have some really stellar customer service that you could pair with the reminder that your review is very meaningful to them. So
that's
we're just jumping right in. Yeah.
So awesome.
So
it's like anything else, right? It's like when you come to my website and I'm like, hey, sign up for this, or like do this thing. And it's like, I've never even been to the site before. Like, hold on a second.
Oh yeah, it's like the website pop-ups. You're on the site, you're not even there 3 seconds, and then there's a big pop-up to like sign up for my email list or this or that, and it's so big you can't see the rest of the site, and you've got to figure out where the little tiny grayed out X is.
Or you're on mobile, and it's just like it doesn't scale properly. And
Isn't it Mobies? Didn't we decide that it's Mobies?
It's Mobies. It is Mobies.
Come on.
It is Mobies.
I'm sorry, Super Joe Pardo, but this was something we agreed upon as a group.
Yes, you're right. You said it too. don't try to throw me under the bus.
No, I said Mobies enthusiastically. You're like, Mobies.
Well, because I didn't say it.
That was self-disappointment, not a disappointment in the word. Okay. Yeah, you're exactly right. So it's exactly like that. It's like those annoying pop-ups. And I encounter them probably at least 60% of the websites I visit. And if it's a first-time visit, I want to leave and never return. I'm so annoyed. Okay, so Sam, did you kick it off the way you wanted to kick it off? Am I trampling already?
No, like really, take it away, Jen. Like we want you to take the reins this week and run with it.
Well, I will do my best. I do love this topic because I think managing your reputation online is something that every business has got to not only take seriously, but I think having an online review strategy incorporated into your marketing strategy is almost, required at this point. So, if you're not convinced, I want to let you know that reviews do help you get found online. They do improve your overall SEO search ranking. A lot of reviews will give your business credibility through that social proof. They do give you an opportunity to connect with your customers, reply to their feedback, both good and bad feedback. We'll get to that later. You can derive terrific business intel from your reviewers by what good things they're saying and what bad things they're saying. When you see those consistent comments on either side of that spectrum, you're hearing the truth about your business. Reviews also facilitate word of mouth marketing. The return on investment of that is great. We all want word of mouth marketing because it doesn't cost us anything, right? You don't need to pay for a Facebook ad if other people are just already talking about you and recommending you and instilling confidence in future customers.
Well, totally. I would believe something that I saw from a friend way more than I would believe an advertisement. That's what it comes down to.
Yes, absolutely. And there's even proof that 83% of people trust the reviews of strangers just as much as they trust the word of their friends. Like just having somebody write a coherent, thoughtful review and give that rating and put it out there in a public forum is just as trustworthy to a lot of people. So luckily, there are a lot of studies about these online reviews, and we're going to be throwing some fun stats at you because I think they're compelling and they tell you a lot about human nature and purchase decisions, which is really what we all want to know as business people. Why do people we've never met before decide to do business with us? Why do they choose our service over another service? Why do they buy our product over a similar product? And these online reviews really can tip the scales one way or another.
So, Jen, tell me, I personally use reviews for eating out, dining out, when we can, for hotels, for trips, for, when we got our new internet connected, I had a look at internet providers. But what about for service-based businesses like the three of us are in? how do online reviews reflect what we're doing?
I think they can work just the same way. I think the problem with businesses like ours is we're not accustomed to seeking reviews for maybe online businesses. And so we're out of practice, not in the habit of asking for them. And I'm guilty of this as well. As much as I love looking at reviews, reading reviews, making purchase decisions on reviews, it just occurred to me like recently that I really need to be asking my clients to review. So I got like my first Facebook review last month. I'd already been collecting like testimonials from clients. And because I'm a B2B business, we're very proactive about reviewing our customers' businesses and providing them with testimonials. And 100% of the time they'll return the favor if they haven't already provided a review or testimonial. So that's one way to garner those. If you're an online business, you're dealing with business to business. But yeah, it's really just a habit and really incorporating it into your marketing strategy. You have to ask. They do have meaning. Anybody that goes to your Facebook business page will see any reviews that you have there, beginning with your overall star rating, and then they can drill down and read comments if people provide them. So, and that's probably for us where people will see the reviews first.
Well, that was what I was going to say. Like, there's lots of different places to leave reviews. What's the best? Is it Facebook? Is it Google? Is it, is it Yelp? Is it like, how do you know?
I think you've got to spread it out. You have to have reviews in as many places as possible, because just like just like when you're marketing, you don't know, your audience can be in multiple places. It's the same for people who read reviews. Some people, their go-to is Google reviews, right? They go to Google. And it may be the leading review site right now, so if you don't have a Google My Business page, you might want to think about getting one. Facebook is up there. Yelp is up there. TripAdvisor. People don't think about that. But if you're in the restaurant, hospitality, anything having to do with a destination, things that people will do when they're visiting your town, from hotels to escape rooms to public restrooms. I mean, they're all reviewed on TripAdvisor, and they're reviewed in detail because people are trying to help other people who are visiting have a decent experience. So a lot of people don't think about TripAdvisor. So yeah, I mean, those are some of the big ones. I feel like I'm leaving something out, but I think those are the main ones. Of course, they're Amazon. If you have a product, Amazon reviews are huge for products. So yeah, you want to, whatever's suitable for your business, you want to be in as many review places as possible.
No, I would say that the reason that people like us forget it is because we're not standing at a counter, like dealing with dealing with customers coming over the counter. And I would also, like, when you asked Sam, like, which one, how do you decide which one to pick? To me, like, it really depends on where you want your discoverability is right now and where you're putting your focus in. Because, like, unless you have a huge budget with like a lot of people working, just in the marketing department, you have to pick one, right? And focus on that until you can bolster it, right? So you pick, like, okay, well, we're going to start with Google because we want people to find us through Google searches. And then when they see it there, I want them to see 5 stars with like 100 reviews, at least 100 reviews. So like you got to work on peppering that, right? Getting people to like, hey, can you go to this link, develop a pretty link or something, so you can send like, hey, go to mybusiness.com/review, and that's going to take you right to the Google page, and you'll already be logged in because everyone's got a Google account. And just type it in. And I've seen it where businesses have even had like kind of like a Mad Lib in some cases, where they'll hand you like a little like card that has like here's like the ideas of what you can say, to get you started, in case you don't know. If you're not used to writing reviews, I get it, not a big deal. We already got you covered to get you started out.
Yeah, I think you make a good point. I mean, that is a huge tip, is make it as easy as possible for your customers to review. And right, we're not at a physical location where we're like face to face in physical contact with our customers in and out. But we are in contact with our customers. We have email marketing campaigns. We have social media. We have our website. Displaying your positive reviews is a big indicator that reviews are important to you. providing that pretty link in the email marketing. I think it's more than just asking. I think you do have to communicate why it's important. Like, as a small business, your feedback is important to us, and it helps other people find us. So if you had a great experience, we really appreciate, you telling other people about it. People are innately kind, I think. And I think particularly now, this is a great time to ramp up your online review strategy, because I think people are really aching to help small businesses right now. And if they can't do it financially, this is something they can do that makes a strong impact and doesn't cost anything but a few minutes of their time. Ross has a question. Do you need a physical address for your business to get reviews on Google and Facebook? You used to have a Google My Business page. You used to have a physical address.
Yes, I should have registered my address for that to get
They no
that.
longer
When did they
require
change
it.
that?
Just recently.
Oh, okay.
So you no longer require it. However, I will say, I'm just now registering my Google My Business page. It is designed by nature. It is designed for local businesses. So for me, I have an online business. So we are a virtual agency. We can serve anybody really in the world. But I'm going to narrow down my service area, and I'm going to use Google My Business as close to true to its nature as I can, in hopes that just, I live in one place, in one locale. I think there's something to be said for capturing leads near you, whether you're an online business or not. I think people like to do business with people online that are close to them. I think there's something to be said for that. There's some, built-in familiarity maybe. Plus I just want to, I want the SEO power of having those Google reviews, and it does help your SEO. Having Google reviews helps your SEO. Replying to your Google reviews helps it even more.
I just want to go back and touch very, very quickly, Jen, on something you said before. Ross asked his awesome question. You were talking about leaving reviews, and I've been leaving reviews online for probably 4 or 5 years now, because as a business owner, I know what it takes for people to provide great service. So I just always want to reward great service, because I feel that so many people are so quick to judge bad service but keep quiet on good service. But I think that as business owners, that we all should be adopting that too, that if we're almost like a mirror, right? If we want to be getting good reviews, then I think it's up to us to take the time out to leave good reviews for other people that we come into contact with as well.
Absolutely, Sam. And I have some good news, because I often get people who are just anti-online reviews for their business because of trolls, because of negative reviews. They just would rather kind of put their head in the sand.
I didn't know where you were going with that for a minute.
So sorry. I'm looking through my copious notes. Okay, so my point is, negative reviews can actually work in your favor. And I know that is hard to believe, but 72% of business-to-business buyers say negative reviews give depth and insight into a product. And in fact, if you have a perfect 5-star rating on any review site, people tend to be suspicious. They think nobody's that good. They must have paid for reviews. So they don't want. They're actually more likely to buy from you if you have like a 4.2 or a 4.5 rating than a 5 rating. So don't be so afraid of people leaving a negative review. Also, the review site algorithms are pretty sophisticated, and they pick up troll reviews. If not immediately, they will get filtered out, and they have various ways to pick them up. You can always try to get them removed, reach out. That's harder. I would rely on filters, the algorithms filtering them out if you get a troll review. And I'd also just rely on people's intelligence. If you get all 4 or 5-star reviews, there's 1-star troll review in there, I don't think it's going to take down your business.
No, you can see it, right? You can see right through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I saw those stats that you put in there, at first I was like, that's really bizarre. But the more I thought about it, I thought that is true, because I do sometimes scroll down and go, okay, where's the negative? There's got to be one here somewhere. And you can tell whether it's something that's got some substance to it or whether it's just a troll. And that's super helpful to understand how to interact with the other reviews. And what's interesting is that I've left a 5-star review. It was years ago on Google for a company that I use. I've been clients of theirs since pretty much the day they open. Fantastic company. And just recently, I've been getting messages through Facebook Messenger saying, hey, look, we saw your Google review. Can you tell me, is it fake or is it real? Because the company actually does have so many good reviews, and because the review that I have is absolutely glowing because this company is fantastic, it's really interesting. But here's even the more interesting thing is that I answer everyone and say, yes, it is definitely a real review, and, this is my experience with that company. I've been with them for this long. This is what they do for me. And I usually take a screenshot and send it to the business owner. Yeah. And he gets 100% conversion from these people that have reached out to me.
That's amazing. Awesome. I love that. There was a study done by Womply. I'm not sure who Womply is, but in 2019, they did a study and they found that 5-star businesses earn less in revenue than businesses with a 1 to 1.5 star rating.
This is bizarre. This one I can't get my head around.
It's the trust factor. People don't trust. If they see a perfect score, they think it can't be true. Like they think it must be littered with fake reviews or purchased reviews, because they think that if you have reviews, there has to be somebody in there that is going to give you a ding for something. It's just in human nature, right? In a review site to be critical. So it just, it lets doubt and suspicion enter the equation. So again, don't be afraid of negative reviews. Not only do you get intelligence from them, but it can actually make your business more trustworthy. So I love that study.
I think it's also a testament to how the company responds to it. Because at the repair shop, we've gotten some pretty negative reviews.
I'll bet.
Every single time I took the time to go and respond to it, they never responded back. So it's if I'm, if you're looking through okay, why is there a 2-star rating here? And you say the company responded, neutrally, asking for let's get more information, let's get in touch, let's get together, and figure this out. And then there's no reply there. Well, then I'm left to think the business is obviously doing something right or something well. I know I've been able to take negative feedback and negative reviews and turn those people into fans of what of my
absolutely.
business and what I do.
100%.
So, because it's usually it's just a misunderstanding, unless it's I bought the thing and it was totally broken. And or I saw a review for a MacBook on Micro Center's website, and it was a 1-star review, and it said, "When are you guys going to finally have these in stock?" And I'm somebody decided to take the time to write a review, put 1 star on a product, on a specific product, and complain that they don't have it in stock during a pandemic.
That's
are you
an
out of your
outlier.
mind?
It's an outlier. And ultimately, that's always going to happen. I mean, there are people that will give a 1-star review because the place was closed when they showed up. That's really common. And it's my favorite thing to do is to look at how a business replies to negative reviews. And it really doesn't matter if the person who reviewed you replied. Most likely they're not going to reply, right? But what it does is it gives you a public-facing place to show other people who encounter that review that you care about your business, you care about your customers, you care about fixing a problem. That is going to basically cure the review, right? It's going to me, I'm I don't really care what the complaint was now that I know that the business owner replied personally and is trying to fix it. Really, that is all that matters. Yeah. That is all that matters.
Yep. Totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ross thinks this is a fun topic.
I so do I, Ross.
I do too.
I'm so glad that we're doing this topic.
I love a fun topic. I love it, love it, love it, love it.
Can we talk about the top online review sites, Jen? You've mentioned a few, but really, if we want to dive into it. Actually, you have, haven't you?
Yeah, Google My Business, Yelp, Facebook, Amazon, TripAdvisor. There are also sites like Angie's List, which you have to be a member, like the people who read those reviews.
Hang on, did you say Angie's List?
Angie's List, yeah.
Is that like Craig's husband? Like, what is that? Like, I don't understand.
It's like it's like for a lot of like contractors, like home, people that come into your house and fix things and build things.
Got it.
But it's a very trusted review site because you have to pay to see the reviews, and it's very very well curated in the sense that you're not going to get a spam review on there. Like you can only review if you've paid to be a part of Angie's List. So that's
pretty cool.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of a safety net there. So that's not a pure online review site in the sense that not anybody can review, but it's certainly a trusted review site. And I have a friend who has a business. She has a cat sitting company, and she told me at one point, I think she gets like 70% of her new business comes from Angie's List because she's gotten so many great reviews on there, and they give like rewards when you have so many, so many great reviews. And so she gets a lot of business through there because people trust it. And, when you have somebody coming into your home, when you're out of town, those reviews are going to be super important.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah. Can I throw some more stats at you?
Yeah, please do.
Throw away.
I just want to make sure that everybody leaves this episode really being convinced that these online reviews are worth your attention and worth putting time into gathering. Nearly 95% of shoppers read online reviews before making a purchase. And that was a study from Spiegel Research Center in 2017. So I think since then, if nothing else, we've probably gotten more reliant on online reviews. I would have thought so. Yeah.
Wow. And just think, higher than 95%, that makes it a no-brainer. That actually makes me think that every single business owner must do this as part of their business strategy. It's not oh, maybe we'll get to that anymore. Like, I'm just starting to realize how important this is.
I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're a coach. I don't care what you do for business. You need reviews. Now, a review for some might look more like a LinkedIn recommendation.
Which Ross mentioned just before.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Don't forget the value of LinkedIn recommendations if you're a salesman or a consultant coach, etc.
Right. So for personal brands, people that work one-on-one with customers, I think requesting a LinkedIn recommendation, or actually with LinkedIn, I think it's reciprocity that works the best. Like, recommend and endorse your clientele. I think that's probably all you need to do in order to get the same in return. But a lot of these, you can work simultaneously. So yeah, I think if you're not doing that, people need social proof right now. They just do. We don't have a problem spending money, I think, in America, but we're not frivolous. I don't think we're frivolous with our money. We want to make sure that it goes to the right place. A 1-star increase on Yelp. So if you go from a 3-star to a 4-star business, can lead to a 5 to 9% increase in business revenue. That's from the Harvard Business School study from 2016. A 5 to 9% increase in business revenue for a restaurant, really any business, is huge. A 1-star. And you can do things to increase your stars that, again, take very little investment. I did like this really thorough Yelp review study, just a personal project. And I found that if your restaurant is clean, just clean, if you get praised for cleanliness, your bathrooms are clean, the floors are clean, the tables are clean, everything is spotless, you will get an extra star in the rating just for that. Even if the food is not good, people, and particularly now, can you imagine? This was like a year ago when I did this, but can you imagine now how important cleanliness is? People,
Joe mentioned that on an episode a few weeks ago, right? When you were coming back from your trip and you went, I can't remember the name.
We went to Chick-fil-A
because you knew that it was going to be clean.
And it was. It was very like you walked in the bathroom and you could smell the bleach like everywhere.
The other thing is good service, friendly service, being greeted when you enter, like smiling, just caring about your customers. That will earn you a review, despite like an extra star in the review, despite other factors that might not be as pleasant. So cleanliness and friendliness, I say, are, those things will get you an extra star and not cost you anything.
Nice work.
Doing what you're supposed to do, because so many people don't do what they're supposed to do.
That's what ratings are all about, right? It's us rating what we got from a service or a product compared to what we expected. I think that's what a review is.
Absolutely. And remember, people are inspired to write a review when they have extreme experiences. So when they have an extremely bad experience, but also when they have an extremely good experience. So going that extra mile can really inspire reviews. So just think about that. Obviously, there are things, we're going to talk about some other things you can do to encourage more reviews, hopefully good ones. And we're just going to go by the baseline that these are going to be good reviews because you're running a tight ship, a good business, good service, good products, everything, and all that. So,
all right. Well, hold on. Let's go take the other end of it then. Like, how do we turn it around? If we got, we got a bunch of bad reviews.
Yeah.
We do take the time to respond to them in some cases. Whether or not we do a good job at them at that or not is another case. But I'm getting a bunch of bad reviews and I'm not sure how I should be handling it. I mean, like I said, like you already are you need to answer them. Don't delete them. Whatever you do not delete them. In fact, there was in the podcast movement group, I think it was, somebody was like, "Hey, I interviewed this guy, and somebody that is a customer of his business wrote a comment on my website about how they're like scam artists, and I've been waiting for my blah 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 thing from them, and I haven't received it." And talking about the person that was interviewed, and they're like, "I don't know what I should do about this." And my answer was, either reply or don't reply, but don't delete it. Whatever you do, don't delete it because you're just going to like fan the flames of trollism, and you're going to be staring at a bus rolling downhill at you if you go and delete it. So to me, I'd rather just ignore it. In fact, I've seen that. Like I've had people on my show that I've gotten people to write. People have written comments on the YouTube video, on the comments on my website. They're like, "Hey, that person's a scam artist, and that the story that they told isn't true." And not just like one person, but like multiple people have reached out about this specific episode. And I'm just like, I don't know what to like.
Well, those are comments, right? So comments are different than online reviews. Because online reviews, you typically can't delete them, right? They're there at your mercy or at the mercy of the review site.
You can flag comments on like YouTube, you can, and I could delete it on my website.
Yeah, I guess I'm differentiating between comments and online reviews. Sites,
well, yeah.
Where you're getting like a star rating of some sort. So in terms of bad reviews, if you're getting a lot of bad reviews, I hate to tell you this, but there's probably something seriously wrong with your business. So I would look for, again, the consistent comments. You've got to take your ego out of the equation. It can't be defensive. I think you have to approach it as a learning opportunity. Typically it's customer service, right? It's usually customer service. That's the issue. If it's a restaurant, it's usually the food or customer service or cleanliness. Other businesses, it tends to be customer service related. You didn't show up on time. You didn't return my call. The work you did was shoddy. Maybe that's the deal. But look for the consistent comments and fix it. And then let people know that you fixed it, how you're fixing it, that you're on it, that you appreciate this insight that you didn't have for whatever reason. But now you've got people in place. You're correcting it. You've got better people on the job. Just fix it. I mean, really, that's the only thing you can do. You can complain about the reviews until the cows come home, but until you fix the problem, you're going to continue getting them. You have little control over this. The only control you have is fixing the problem. So yeah, that's what I would do.
I think that there's something that I'd like to add here in regards to when you do reply. Don't do it when you first read it and you're all hot-headed and you're all upset. Like, walk away from it and collect your thoughts before you reply. I know years ago we got a 1-star review on Facebook from someone that had done wrong by us. So it actually wasn't our fault. We'd already dealt with the situation. He put up a 1-star review. I really wanted to go full at it, you know, when I read it. But instead, luckily, I walked away, walked back an hour later, wrote, "This is how we dealt with it. I don't understand why you're writing this because you know that this has happened." And he actually deleted the review.
Yeah.
And sent me a message and apologized. So, yeah, just walk away if you're hot-headed like me.
Yeah, walk away. Or if, you know, sometimes I've seen where the owner is just not the best person to reply because maybe English isn't their first language, or they are hot-headed, or they're defensive. In that case, you really need somebody, a manager or a customer service success manager in place that can reply intelligently and kindly and constructively to the comment. And if that's not you as the business owner, the worst thing you can do is get on there and reply and not make sense, not address the problem, be defensive, deny that it happened. Because again, everybody sees your comment. It's not private, you know. I think you do have the option to reply privately, but in most cases, it's going to be a public comment, and it can reflect even worse on you if you reply
You're going to look
badly.
like the grandparents sending the writing on your wall as if it's a private message.
Yeah, right.
You know, that's what you don't want.
I love that, Joe. We do not want that.
No.
It's not good. And, you know, I have been influenced by online reviews. The fact that I was going to a local business, a local, just like a pub, like a little bistro on a regular basis. And we liked it. It was a little pricey, but we liked it. We thought it was nice. But I was reading the reviews and they were getting consistently bad reviews on their service. Like ding, 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 grumpy, cold. They don't smile. They tell you to turn your laptop off. They turn the Wi-Fi off. I mean, kind of like just grumpy, curmudgeon-y owners, right? And it actually, even though that hadn't been my experience, I actually sort of absorbed those negative reviews and I stopped really wanting to go to that business.
Oh, no.
Isn't that weird? But this is the power of the online review, particularly those consistent comments. Like I'm like, this has got to be the truth. That too many people are having this exact same experience.
Oh, you're just proving that they're true.
Yeah, they have power. And the thing that's frightening, or that should frighten you as a business owner, is that if you ignore your online reviews or don't pay attention to them, you are blind to the business that you are missing out because of them. Because it's not like I called them up and say, just wanted to let you know you're not seeing me because I'm reading your online reviews and they're kind of turning me off from your business. Like nobody's calling you and telling you they're not coming because of the bad reviews. They're just not coming.
And I think that hits actually a good thing there, because that hits on like the biggest part of it all, right? People take time out of their day to write something for you. It's constructive, even when it's not really constructive. It's hard for you to see how constructive it is because you're like, no, we have the best service ever. And it's like, well, hold on a second there, because what you deem as the best service ever isn't necessarily what's the best service for everybody else. So it's one of those things where it's like you need to really see it for what it is, which is somebody taking the time out of their day to write something for you, and then you need to extract that and figure out how you can implement it. You don't need to take every idea and like shove it into your box of the business, but you need to be able to figure out like, okay, what can I dissect out of this? What can I use from this? What can I take from this to make the business better, and not just listen to like, well, they had a bad service. Well, look at the other reviews. And I think that's another thing to do. Now that I'm saying, like, I'll give myself a thing there. Look at the other reviews that they're writing for other businesses and being like, oh, they're not just writing negative reviews for everybody else. I'm the one negative review. What the heck? Well, I'm one of like 3 negative reviews out of 10 reviews that they wrote. So that sheds a lot of light on the customer as well, because you don't have all the details. You might not know who that person was, even, because I've had that happen as well, where you don't know what customer it was. But you look at the other reviews and you start to see like, okay, so they were at this place and this place, and they love this and they love that, but they didn't love this. and then look at that in relation to how they're writing the review about you, and you can just gain more insight into the people that are coming to your place without them knowing it, without it being creepy.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so let's talk about getting more reviews. I saw that comment, Ross.
Yeah, and I was. Do you know what? I was waiting for it, but I was like, no, because that's not today's topic.
Yeah,
No,
Ross,
it's not.
we're not.
I feel like that's
a
completely different topic, all of its own.
It is. It's a different world, podcasting reviews than business, because
podcast reviews don't matter as much.
They don't matter as much.
It's not helping you be found or anything like that. So.
Yeah. So there, we talked about it, Ross.
There we go. Thanks, Ross.
All right. So hopefully we've convinced you to make a concerted effort to increase your online reviews. And there are lots of things you can do to make that happen. So number one, we've already mentioned it, outstanding, memorable customer service. Go that extra mile, be memorable, leave your clients, your customers feeling really good about doing business with you. Prime them, essentially. Make sure that they would be thrilled to write a review and to take the time, because their experience with you has been so positive. Joe mentioned make it easy. Include the online review site badges on your website. Let loyal customers know how important their reviews are to your business. Make sure those links, the direct links to the review sites, are included. So you take them right there. You want as little friction as possible between the ask and them being able to write that review and provide it for you.
Asking at the right time, like Sam said, right? Like,
yes.
Don't ask as soon as you get there. And I would add to that, like making it easy. Like if you have to get a index card size pieces of paper and be like, here's some like starter sentences. Just fill in the blank, and like, whatever you fill in the blank with, that's what you can write your review with. Make it as seamless as possible. Use a pretty link. So it's just like mybusiness.com/review, and you send that straight to Google, because this month we're focusing on Google reviews, and next month we're going to focus on Yelp, and then next month we're going to focus on Facebook, and then you get your 10, you get your 20, you get your 30 or 40, and it just starts to build up from there. And then I would even go as far to potentially, I mean, people incentivize that as well, right? Like, oh, I own a yogurt shop. Like, you'll get like 2 free ounces if you write a review. You have to buy the yogurt still, but you'll get 2 free ounces on top of it if you write a review.
That's controversial, Joe.
That's controversial. Okay. How about
I want to talk about
a voucher for the next time you come to get that? So you have to consume it, and then you get the voucher.
I mean, ultimately, it's a personal decision, right? I've heard arguments on both sides. That's why I wanted to stop you, because I'm not sure 100% of the right answer. But a lot of people encourage you not to pay or incentivize, do small review bribes, because the review sites want to remain as honest as possible. And really, you want your reviews to come in as honestly as possible. With that said, people do it all the time. I prefer what I call shadow rewards, like just have know internally in your business that if a customer, provides a review or a testimonial, that you're going to do X. Maybe it's sending them a thank you card with, a gift certificate or something. Maybe it's a small gift. Maybe it's a discount.
I mean, I've gotten that from Amazon stores. Like, hey, we'll give you a $30 Amazon gift card if you fill out a review.
Yeah, I mean, people do it all the time.
That's a little too incentive. I'm talking and
I think that's what Ben's talking about.
$5 off versus like
it takes the honesty out of it. I think it takes the honesty out of it.
Yeah.
So I like shadow rewards. Like, just know, like, oh, like if a customer like reviews my business favorably, then internally, like at the very least, we're going to send them a handwritten thank you card or something we're going to do something to thank them, but we're not going to advertise that there's an incentive for providing a review, because then even me as a business owner, I'm like, did they really feel that way? Or is this just because they wanted $30 off, Well,
if you have a rewards program in place, I would say like toss in some rewards points there. You know what I mean? Like something that's like, you're not directly saying, here's $20 to say something nice about me, but like you obviously like coming here. So you're part of the rewards program. We're going to incentivize you to at least to go do it and write something negative. Like I wouldn't care. Like I want boss. Actually, write something negative because I don't want a 5-star review. I want more revenue. So like write a 4-star or 3-star review, and I'll be fine with that. You get your points. You come back. You'll be happy. We're all good.
Yeah. Like I said, it's something that is, I've heard advice on both sides. I think just do what feels right for your business, but just think about that, about how you want your reviews to play out over the long haul. So we talked about asking at the right time, but we didn't really talk about what that right time might be. So I wanted to maybe go over some times that it might be a really good idea to bring up that you would appreciate them taking the time to review you. And that might be after they experience or demonstrate some sort of success with your product or service. So when they've had that positive experience, you've provided them with exactly what you wanted them to get out of their experience doing business with you. That's a great time when they're feeling really positive about their dealings with your business to ask for a review.
I think adding it to like your email list, like maybe at the bottom of your newsletters, things like that, because it's a part of marketing as far as just trying to get them to do that, right? So you got to make sure it's in front of them 6, 7, 8, 10, 15 times before you'll catch them at the right time where they happen to be in front of their computer and be like, you know what? I got 3 minutes. I can write a review.
Yeah. So you just have to think about their experience with you as a customer, and when don't ask them when they check in at the hotel, right? So make sure they've had some experience with you, your service or your product, and that you've had maybe some indication that experience has been positive. So maybe it's when they repurchase or reorder, or after their 3rd month doing business with you, after they tag you on social media. If they refer another customer to you, that's probably a good indication that they'd be happy to give you a review, because essentially they just gave a one-on-one review of your business to a friend of theirs.
That reminds me of there's a restaurant that we go to here that's a kind of an upscale restaurant, and they give out review cards when you get there, like when you sit down at your table, but they don't give you the pen or the pencil. So you're seeing all the questions, you're seeing basically the questionnaire without actually having to fill it out. And at the end, when you go to sign the check, that's when you have your pen to be able to fill out the card.
That's actually a bit clever.
Yeah, right? I mean, it doesn't go to the internet, but at least they're getting their feedback of how things are going. But
they're putting that question in your head that you're thinking through the whole time. That's super clever.
The service, with the waiter or waitress, how, the busboy, the whole thing. So
what I like about that is they're getting the intel. It's not public.
It's an old place too. It's not a new place.
But they can use that intel, and they can also, particularly if they maybe put in the fine print, they could put take anything written in those cards that's positive and quote it as a testimonial on their website or on a social media graphic. It won't be like on a public online review site, but it's still a form of social proof. So I like that. And
I don't know why I just thought about it, but we'll have to. This place has their own salad maker. They have one person on staff that just makes the salads are so fancy.
Wow,
they have like pieces of art.
It's
really good. It's really
fancy
really good.
Salad.
Well, we will have to go to the Franklinville Inn. We should tag them in the comments.
Why not?
Respond. Yeah,
we'll go visit and then we'll leave a review.
Yes,
we'll leave a review, public and private. Ross makes the point that many podcasters are also in business, and positive reviews, particularly when their podcast is topically related to their business, could help other listeners decide to become customers or clients. I would prefer that review personally, as a business owner, I'd prefer that review be on a review site than on a podcast app or platform.
I'm the same.
I mean, you can copy and paste it or use like a plugin to get those reviews onto your site. So at least it's part of the, search, but it's not giving you the SEO, the same SEO that having like Google link back to you.
Totally.
So it's it's just another piece of the puzzle to have to figure out there.
Yeah. So if I'm a podcaster with a business, I would work on my review strategy, but I wouldn't depend on my podcast as the funnel for that.
Yeah.
Bam, Give you some
Yeah. See, I knew. See, Jen, thanks so much for carrying the baton for this episode and
oh my gosh, well, I didn't get through all 20 pages of my notes, but I think
I know that we could do a whole other episode just on
totally.
It's such a huge topic. I mean, yeah, we didn't get to everything, but I think we got to my goal, which was to convince people that online reviews are important, and if you have 0 online reviews, start thinking of a strategy to change that.
Because I haven't really focused on them, but I've made notes. I've been writing. You have given me lots to think about, Jen.
Thank you.
See, genius. I go back to it. Genius.
All right, we've got segments that, oh my gosh, I ran my mouth way too long. We might go a little over. Okay.
All right, that's all right. We'll go through it fast. Let's just do the America versus Australia.
Okay, this is because I want to have some fun. I always feel like every episode I have no idea what you guys are talking about. So I'm like, I have to bring the Australian to the show. So what I've done is come up with 3 things or 3 phrases that you need to know if you're going to do business with Australians. All right, so if you've got an Australian client, or actually, let's turn it back the other way. If your Australian coach says to you, if you need some help, just sing out. What does sing out mean?
Just call out, reach out. I mean, I've heard you say that before, so.
I didn't turn your question into a jingle.
That's right. You see, no, it is. It's just asking for help. But I didn't realize that this was an Australian thing. And I say, just sing out. Sing what?
Sing what?
Sing what? You don't need to sing. You just need to ask a question. You just need to say, Sam, I need some help, and it'll be good. I'll know that you're just singing out.
Okay. I love it.
All right. This one. Okay. So if I say Jen and Joe, just have a crack. What does that mean?
Just give it a try.
Just try it?
Yeah. It does.
Okay. All right.
That's an easy one. Okay. All right. So I'm going to have to up this next week, clearly.
Yeah, I think so, because I've been dealing with you for a long time now, Sam. I have
you wait. You know what you've just done to me, don't you? You just wait till next week. All right. I'm going to give you another one, and I know that you're going to get this one. Okay. But if we're celebrating because Ross has given us a 5-star review on iTunes, and I say it's my shout, what does it mean?
That I don't think.
My shout.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
My win, like my.
No, it means I'm buying this round of drinks. It's my shout. So you need to know this, because if you say my shout in Australia, it means that you're going to be buying a lot of drinks.
My shout. Okay, I like that.
Okay,
I like that.
That I didn't know.
And I'm going to ramp it up for next week, guys.
Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. I love this segment. It's giving me new vocabulary words, and I'm a nerd.
Yeah. So if you want to know more, Jen, just sing out.
I will.
Yes.
Sing out. I need more Australian phrases next week.
Looking forward to it. We have about 3 minutes. Did you want to do your grind my gears, Sam?
Do you know what? I think my grind my gears is a whole new episode. I'm going to throw it to you after we finish recording.
I love it. I love when that happens.
All right.
But Joe,
I can do mine real quick. So
yeah.
I obviously I'm a tech-oriented person here, and when you call up with a new cable modem and you tell them, "Hey, I want this faster service," and they're like, "Oh, okay, it should just work," and I'm like, "What do you mean it just works?" Like, just plug it in. It's good. It's all good. It'll work in like 30, 40 minutes. I'm like, it won't just work in 30, 40. I know it won't work in 30, 40 minutes. And no, it's cool. It's cool. Just plug it in. It's all good. It's all good. So then you hang up the phone because they pushed you off the phone because they just didn't want to be bothered. 20 minutes later, I'm back on the phone calling. I'm like, look, the last guy did not want to help me at all. All he did was like send me the little link to click to, accept the faster speed that I just upgraded to, which is awesome, cool. But it's not. My internet is not working at this point at all, and I need it to be working. And so then the lady on the phone just took the time to do all the input that needed to be done that he just was not bothered, didn't want to be bothered with. Wish I left a review on the end of that call.
I was just about to say, did you leave a review?
Ticked off.
You were so mad.
Because I knew it was not going to happen. I knew it wasn't going to work. Because I kept asking, I said, so you say it's going to work in 34 minutes. So is my internet going to continue to work and then get faster in 30, 40 minutes? Or is it just not going to work at all until 30, 40 minutes? No, it'll work. And I'm like, dude, you're not helping at all. I should have just picked up the phone and called again and got somebody else right then and there and not waited. Bad service. I mean, Comcast takes a lot of blame in this country for a lot of, for being among the worst in customer service. But, that was just somebody didn't want to do their job.
Do we have a sound effect yet for grind my gears?
No, but I need to find. I need to find out. I need to find one.
We're leaving that with you, Joe.
That's my grind.
The ball's in your court.
All right, I will.
We want a sound effect.
If I says, I'll find. I got to find one for American versus Australian. We could play some background music for that as well.
I'm so excited. Cool do we have one cool thing? Boom, boom, boom. We've been rapid fire here.
I was thinking about it before this. I don't have a cool thing this week.
I don't either.
There are no cool things out there this week, or we would have found them.
Yeah, right?
Same old.
Hey, how about if you're listening and there's a cool thing that you want us to look at, let us know. We would like to review one cool thing.
We're geeks. We are hungry for something cool.
Yeah, send us mail.
Send us something that we can.
Questions at businessgeekspodcast.com.
It's not in our nature to find them naturally. I've been digging in the backyard, but other than
help us.
Well, I found a cool thing. I found a dead mole in my front yard. That's a cool thing.
That is not cool.
No, it is, because my backyard is totally torn up because of these things.
I have a chipmunk infestation, and by infestation I mean playground.
Oh,
I
love chipmunks, and I cannot.
So I feel like this is not fair. I'm stuck here. I can't get on a plane. We don't have moles here. We don't have chipmunks here.
Oh, you got plenty of things that'll kill you, though.
I know, right? So, just quickly.
There you go.
I remember when we were at MapCon, at Indie PodCon, and Brent Basham said to me, I'm not coming to Australia. There's like deadly animals everywhere. I'm like, no. We're walking down the road the other day, and someone has got on their fence a sign that says, just be careful. There's a red-belly black snake that we've seen in the garden. And I nearly took a photo and sent it to Brent. I was like, oh, okay. I'll look out for the snakes and just kept walking.
Oh, by the way, just a poisonous snake around. No big deal. No big deal.
We're tough down here.
Yeah, I thought you would just wrestle it down to the ground and like chop its head off or something.
No, you know me. You know me, Joe. I would scream and run in the opposite direction. I can pretend that I'm all like that, but I'm not. I'm pathetic.
Well, I don't know if this is a new segment, but in Wildlife Corner, Sharon says, we have a bird's nest with babies in it, and the mom and dad are feeding them nonstop. Aww.
Oh, well, that's so cute.
If you touch the birds, don't the mom not come back or something? They're like, it's your problem now.
Oh, and Lorraine
that is true.
We have the wrong subject for our podcast, obviously. Lorraine has the bats flying by in the evening, and that's cool. Anybody else have any wildlife visiting?
I was going to say Wildlife Corner is just taking
Wildlife Corner is taking over Business Geeks podcast.
Clearly, we chose the wrong topic, guys.
I wish, I had a squirrel in my living room last year. He came down the chimney. And I thought there was going to be a bloodbath between Meatball, my 150-pound Mastiff, and the squirrel. But sweet Meatball was scared of him, and he hid behind me. And he was like, hey, do something about the squirrel in the house, Mom. So it took all of us to herd the squirrel out the door. Nobody was harmed. Ross has to jump off. Well, so do we, Ross. We're busy.
Yes,
time is
2 minutes up. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Let's see. If you've enjoyed this episode of the Business Geeks podcast, share it with the business geek in your life. Or if you're Ross Brand, leave us a review. It would be greatly appreciated on iTunes or anywhere that you get your podcast. I don't want to say wherever. Yes, Yelp. Yeah, why not? We need more Yelp reviews for our podcast.
Yeah,
hey, you go where people aren't, right? That's the
go where people are.
Yeah. So send us your questions, suggestions, or one cool thing at questions@businessgeekspodcast.com. You catch us next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and Tuesday, 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Time. Hope you and your families are staying safe during this crazy time, and we will see you